FC 26 is out and you guys keep asking for my pro custom tactics. So here are my 4-2-3-1 wide pro tactics and player roles. But before you copy them, just wait. I'll explain how and why each role works the way it does. So let's get straight into it, and here's the team we've been using, and wow, it's good. I've got a video coming out how we went from this team to this team in FC 26 in the space of around 72 hours. Now, I'm not going to spoil how that went, but there's a giveaway involved, so make sure you don't miss that one. Anyway, talking about the tactics, we're in a 4-2-3-1 wide. Why is that? We wanted to try Zico in that number 10 role, and we wanted to try 4-4-1-1. I didn't really like the centre mid, so we tried the 4-2-3-1 wide, and I'm really liking it in FC 26. Now, without further ado, let's get into the tactics, the player roles, and what players you need in each position. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know we do not lie on this channel. We give you real and authentic tactics every time, and I always get really good reviews about my tactics. We're starting off in the 4-2-3-1 wide, as we mentioned. Short passing? No. We're not going to use short passing, and we're not going to use counter. We're going to use balance. We sort of mimicked the FC 25 approach on the basis of tactics and changed a few roles and seen what works best, okay? Balance, build up, style for now. Then onto defensive approach, we're going to go for deep. No, we're not. Are we going to go for high? No, we're not. Are we going to go for balance? No, we're not, kind of. We're going to press triangle and we're going to move it all the way to 60. Now, look at the wording. This approach gives the defense flexibility on how they drop deep, on which runs they track. If you move it to 61, it changes to high and changes to a riskier approach to defending. We're not taking risks here. Lower it to 60, click triangle again, and save changes. Now, the foundations are set for our tactics so far. Let's get onto the player role, shall we? In goal, Buffon, goalkeeper plus. Now, the reason we've gone for goalkeeper, we don't want any funny business. Sweeper keeper's probably good, like they can come out and sort of get towards the player's feet. But for the first time ever, I'm going to say, don't stick directly to these tactics. For example, Buffon, ball playing goalkeeper. I've not tried it yet, to be honest, but no stars. Sweep keeper, no stars. For a goalkeeper in particular, I think just play them on what they're best at. For me, it's goalkeeper for Buffon, and yeah, that's pretty much simple as that. Get a tall goalkeeper, maybe someone with footwork as well at silver playstyle, and get someone on plus who's ready to save some shots. Now, onto the centre backs. Saliba and Yap Stam, defender and defend. We found that last year on FC 25 that this new tactics system is niche. Defender's the best one. In no instance is ball-playing defender going to be better in a 4-back. Maybe in a 5-back, yeah, you can sort of bring it in. But for me, defender and defend, keep it simple. And keeping it simple is what we're going to keep doing. Nuno Mendes, full-back and defend. And Llorente, full-back and defend. Now, why is this? We tried them on balance. We started on the basic tactic, full-back balance. We tried to be expansive, and what happened? We were getting counter-attacked, but it wasn't down the wings. It was sort of in between the full-back and the centre-back, and that's not allowed in this club. Keep the defence tight. We've got them on defend because, as I'll show you at the end, they are much tighter towards the centre backs, okay? Now, that's enough talking about the full backs. Let's get on to the CDMs now. DLP, build up. Deep line playmaker build up, the same as FC 25. We want them to come up the pitch, but don't come too far. When I was in the 4-4-1-1 trying that out, the centre mids were just flying into the box. Just chill out a bit, guys. Deep line playmaker build up for Reinders. Deep line playmaker build up for De Jong. What kind of players do you want in the CDM position? You want someone big, someone with tiki-taka's really good. You can play them first-time passes, get it from side to side, and play good football. Reinders is actually better than De Jong. That's a fun fact for you. He's bigger, he's better on the ball, he's got finesse silver, he's a great player in FC 26. Now, we're going to go on to the cam position. This one's a bit different, I guess, because look at the cam. We have Zico, Shadow Striker plus. Now, last year, I really liked Shadow Striker, but I really like Playmaker. Why? Because Playmaker, a player tends to be creative fulcrum of a midfield, given license to roam, create space and opportunities for attacks. However, in Playmaker, they sit a lot deeper, get ready to get the ball, and then play the pass. Shadow Striker, on the other hand, an attack-minded midfielder who plays into the hole behind the strikers. So I'll show you the map of on and off the ball after this last few instructions and show you the difference between Shadow Striker and Playmaker. Shadow Striker is good to help the solo striker, because in this game, there's not much support. Once you get to the solo striker, there's no options, okay? You've got to wait, delay it, give it back to the camp, find the wingers, okay? Now, onto the left mid, Ginola, inside forward. Now, there's one thing about this Ginola position I don't like. You'll notice he has no role plus. But on the other side, Nico Williams, he does have the role plus, and it helps the runs they make. And again, I'm going to show you the map on and off the ball after to show you the difference, okay? But Nico Williams, someone on the right mid, someone on the left mid, what you need is someone with pace. Ideally, the inside forward plus role. Someone who's big, powerful, strong, got a good shot on them, maybe low driven, maybe the Travella, game changer, new play style. That's what it's called. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the left and right mid. You know, there's not much else you can say about that. I didn't really mention for the fullbacks what kind of person you want. You want someone big, good in the tackle, fast, decent passing. It's pretty simple, you know. Centre-back, similar. You want someone big, someone who can put a tackle in. Less sort of focus on passing for them, more tackling, winning the ball, winning aerial duels. But yeah, that's pretty standard stuff. Anyway, onto the striker now. We've got advanced forward attack, Kylian Mbappe. What type of player do you need here? Someone fast, someone who can finish, someone who's powerful. This is the one thing about the one striker formations. You need more talent in the pitch. You need more talent in cam to play them passes through to the striker. You need more talent in striker to finish them chances, to run away from the defenders, to find the angles to score, and also to score shots from wide, to score them across goal shots, them low drivens from tighter angles. But yeah, as I mentioned, without the ball, this is how the team's set up. It looks pretty standard, right? This is how we're set up on the ball. Now, I'm hovering over Llorente for one reason only. You're probably thinking, with the ball, why do you need the fullbacks to be more tucked in? It's when you haven't got the ball. Yes, but if you lose the ball in your own half, naturally, look, if I put Llorente on defend, the gap's a bit bigger, so they're naturally further wider, so you're more likely to get counter attack. You haven't got time to set up the defense. For me, I'm liking defend. I haven't tried versatile, okay? When set to versatile, the fullback can move inside the form of back three or push slightly forward. I'll try it out, but it's not for sure. For the first week or two of FC26, stick these on and you'll be good as gold, okay? So I've shown you the tactics, I've shown you the instructions. Let's get into a game or two against pros in division rivals and show you exactly how and why it works the way it does. But before we do that, here's the tactics on screen. Copy the code, it'll also be in the description down below. Like this video, comment what you want to see next, and subscribe for more. Remember, on Wednesday, we're going to have that How I Started FC26, a 72-hour period, how I got from nothing to this team, okay? Now, let's get into the gameplay, into rivals, and hopefully show you just how good this formation is. Right, let's get into it. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you what division this is in because it might spoil the video coming on Wednesday. However, it's a really hard division. It's full of pro players trying to get access to them pro tournaments. Did I make it? Did I not? Who knows? Look at that team. It's not bad. It's quite cheap. But that doesn't mean I'm going to win. Just because my team's better, doesn't mean I'm going to win. Here we go. We're kicking off game number 1. I think we'll do 2 games. But it's going to be hard, like I said. A lot of pros in this division. The cam's position is just find angles. There's one. Finesse. Keeper saves. I've not really got the hang of corners yet, which is a bit annoying. We'll put one in the mixer, and it's Yap Stam. Can't do anything. We'll try again. Saliba does score. We lied. We've got a corner in the locker already. 1-0 up. It's a good start, but it doesn't really show the tactics. Guys, what you want to do when you're defending is tuck the fullbacks in. Because look, they're naturally going to go wide. Right, zip it to Zico. Trigger someone. Get the winger triggered. Janola's on a run. Inaki Williams now. Can we find the pass to Mbappe? We can. Is Janola going to be there to support me? He's not. We're going to go near post. Keep saves it. I think that was my fault. I probably should have shot across. But then again, you never know when the goalkeeper's going to move, guys. So don't ever doubt yourself. Do stuff for confidence. If it works, it works. It's here. Be patient. Get the centre back. Get the centre mids back in. Mark lanes to the strikers. There we go. Got the ball. Now we go. Right. Listen. Janola. Run. Mbappe, hold it. This is what I mean. You've got a solo striker, just hold it. Give it to Zico. Can we find that passing lane? We can. Zico, you're special. Janola now. Can we go back to the edge of the box? To Zico. Janola. Reinders. De Jong. Janola. Uh-oh. I was getting players mixed up then because I was so confused. That's the thing about FC26, guys. You need to be passing it quick. Fast passing gameplay, like back in the day, is the way. My Stam has just ran into someone. That's so unfortunate. Hang on. Right, now we're losing. Janola. Mbappe. Can we get back in the game? What have I just done? Zico's there for a pass and I'm trolling. It's not the tactics fault. Zico. Mbappe, one touch at the feet and a low dribble. What a save. Ah, I've got to see the movement there. Can we get another corner? Saliba. We can. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. Right, I've had to take a pause. We're chatting to the team. We need to play better, boys. Please, we need to play better. But what I will say is, remember, guys, don't think because it's 2-2 and I score 2 corners, the tactics aren't good. That's not how it works. Don't think because I've got a better team, the tactics aren't good. Not how it works. I'm getting chances and I'm causing issues. I'm the one that's doing it wrong. I'm missing chances. Don't hate me for it. Hang on. Saliba. I'm done. I've not really got the hang of corners yet, which is a bit annoying. Can you find him? Janola, one touch out the feet. Loads of... Right, half time. 3 corner goals. Not my fault. Good. Go across. Can we find the pass to Nico? Can we find the pass to anyone? Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? Please don't take anything away from these tactics. No, it's my fault. We're drawing 3-3. Mbappe. Find the pass. One touch out the feet. Nico Williams. Cut in. Finesse. The guy kind of marked it well, like, to be honest. My opponent marked it, like, better than I thought. I thought he was going to come right across, ready for the right foot shot. Didn't. so nearly did block it in the end. But the thing about this formation, guys, you always want to get it wide. Get it to Williams, trigger him, into Reinders, into Mbappe now. Can we find the pass out wide? We can. Williams, can we get a shot off? I've missed. He moves to keep out of the way, and we missed. I can't even speak. The tactics are cracked, and I'm just awful if you haven't actually figured that bit out. Onto Zico. Reinders, into the feet. Williams, Zico, Williams. There we go. Finally, we do the tactics justice. Nico Williams on the score sheet. And luckily, I've got another 90 minutes to prove to you why you should use these. Wow, well played. That's a pro movement. Like, don't shoot across, wait for the movement, and hit into the empty net. Nice, right, there's a win in the first game. We did score 3 corners. We didn't do the tactics justice as well as I wanted to. So we'll play one more and see how that goes. Okay, game number 2. Let's put it all right. Here we go. One more, over this side. Back to Zico. Can we find the extra one more? We can. It's Mbappe. Again, apologies for my ability. Zico. Mbappe, one touch out the feet. Can we get a finesse? Slow driven. Of course we can. Even there, I've shot too early. Take your time, Alfie. You've got this. Mr. RedLac. Good goal from Mbappe. 1-0 up. Nico does score. Zico, what a pass. Nico, what a finish. Guys, I didn't think I mentioned the cam. What you need in a cam, someone agile, someone who can turn, maybe someone with trickster, maybe someone with incisive, tiki-taka. Finesse plus is an example of something even better that you can get. But also technical dribbling, that's really good. To be able to stride forward, take the space, and let me defend before, you know, I can see some more goals. Uh-oh. Guys, you distracted me. It's okay, we'll get another. We'll score again. Uh-oh, it's 2-2. Brilliant. Zico, that's quality. Ginola. Space. Pace. Can we find a pass? What? I'm done. I'm done. We'll take it. But what is going on back there? Ginola, go. De Jong. Back to Zico. Ginola. Goal! Composure. Waited for the movement. There wasn't any. So just shot across goal. Made the angle. Ginola, welcome to the team. Ginola, find the pass, and there's the tactics showing how good they are. Williams arriving at the back stick, winger to winger, from the cam originally, from the centre mids. It's great football. 5-2 now. That's what I don't get out of mark in FC26, right? And this is just a me problem. I'm literally in the lane of that pass, and it just goes through me. Yes, what a goal! Nah, I am done. David Ginola seals the deal. 6-3 win. There's the tactics, the 4-2-3-1 wide. Get them on. Here's the code. As I mentioned, I'll put it on the screen right now for you guys to copy. It's another win, and I don't want to spoil it, but that was a pro player division. Remember, guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment what you want to see next, subscribe for more, and also stay tuned and make sure you've got that notifications bell on, because that Wednesday upload, as I mentioned, there's a giveaway involved potentially when we played 72 hours straight on FC26. Stay tuned, subscribe, put your noties on, like this video, comment for more. Guys, thanks so much for the support. Peace. Do you want to play out from the back in FIFA, but your keeper is more like De Gea than Ederson? Who should be higher rated in EAFC? Leao or Dembele?
Finesse him. Get out the game, man. 3-0 whitewash. Throw that pad. You're done.